Hello Golf Digest, and thank you for this opportunity to make this video and be a part of your contest with GolfWorks. The first question asking what would my wife, girlfriend, etc., what would they say about my golf obsession? Well, I figure the best way to answer that question is to go straight to the source. So let's talk to my family, who can give you an idea of what my golf obsession really is all about. Okay, go.
Our dad always thinks our basement is the putty room. My dad's always doing this in the kitchen.
Well, she can't talk yet, but I'm pretty sure she'd say something like, my dad dresses me up in these ridiculous golf hats.
My dad makes me play Tiger Woods, but I'd rather play Mario.
He wakes me up when it's dark and makes me go golfing. But I get to drive the golf cart.
So how obsessed is Josh about golf? Well, for starters, he thinks that the greatest game ever played should receive an Oscar. He, for our anniversary last year, instead of doing a romantic night out with me, he wanted a $400 putter. And he also told our kids they didn't have to do homework if they did this video.
The next question, who's my favorite tour player? Well, you know, this kind of changes over the years. I'd say my very first favorite ever was Fred Couples. That when I really got into golf, Freddie was just my all-time favorite, and I still love Freddie today. In fact, that my youngest son, his name is Freddie. And but anyway, today, you know, I love Phil and I love Tiger. I love Ricky Fowler, Bubba. You know, all these guys, some of the, you know, Rory, they're so much fun to watch. But, you know, as a front runner as I might sound, I have always been a Tiger fan. And there's just something about him that I just, even when he's not playing his best, I can't take my eyes off him. He's just so interesting, and I just love watching him. And so I know it's kind of a front runner pick, but he really has been my favorite. We're basically the same age. He's got me by about 9 months.
Okay, I'm going.
Okay. So my golf dream is probably a little bit more of a fantasy than it is a dream, because I don't know how realistic it really is. But my favorite time of the year is the Masters. I just love everything leading up to it. I love kind of the build-up. We've had some good tournaments going up to that point. And you know, I love the green jacket. I love the pageantry and the tradition of the Masters. That's just, it's so unique to any other golf tournament. And so for me, my dream would be to play Augusta National. And you know, if we're really going to go nuts, I would love to play it, you know, maybe in the morning from the member tees, and then go out in the afternoon and play it from the Tiger tees, or from the, you know, play from the tournament tees. I think it would just be a lot of fun to experience that, and I really can't imagine anything golf related that could top playing at Augusta National. All right, so my iron game. My weaknesses are definitely the longer iron, the weaker I get, and my strengths are obviously the short irons, and I would say that's probably the case for most people. I think anything 8, 9 pitch, other wedges, I'll be on the green, 8 or 9 out of 10 times. But once it gets longer than that, that's when I start to get pretty squirrely. Even a 7 iron, I don't know why, but I seem to struggle a little bit more once I'm with a 7 iron. And, so anyway, I don't really know why. 8 iron has always been kind of my go-to club. When I was a kid, that seemed to be I don't know if that's the club I hit a lot at the range, and that's what I just learned to hit well, but I think now it's just in my head, because as lofts have changed, an 8 iron years ago is not what an 8 iron is today. But I just always feel like if I've got an 8 iron in my hand, the distance for me would be about 165 here in Salt Lake City, which would be more like 145 or 150 at sea level. But I feel like if I've got that 8 iron in my hand, I just have a lot of confidence, and I know I'm going to hit the shot pretty well, at least well for me. I'm not going to knock it inside 10 feet very often, but I'm going to hit it on the green and give myself at least a look at a putt. And I feel basically the same with a 9 iron and a pitching wedge, but I just love that. I love the 8 iron for whatever reason. As far as a 4 and a 5 iron go, I don't hit those well. When I was a kid, I had a 4 iron that I could just kill all the time. I could hit it off the tee, I could hit it out of the fairway, and it seemed to always go for me, and I don't know why. But those days are gone, and I do not hit 4s and 5 irons very well, and so I would love to find something in the 4 and 5 iron department that I could, hit off. All right, well, it's time for the swing portion of this video, and as you can see, it's pretty snowy here in Salt Lake City. We've got a lot of snow, and all the ranges are closed. Even the ones with covered hitting bays are closed because the pickers can't get out to pick up balls. So we're gonna hit a wiffle ball through the snow of my backyard here, and I've got my son Joseph. He'll be on the camera for a minute. Joe, say hi.
Hi.
All right, so I'm gonna turn the camera over to him, and we'll take a couple of swings here.